That's the way we go when I'm just trying to spell it. Writing the days every way I'm amazed. I can't help because I'm the one building the craze. PH is the one going to make you phase. Hey, that's what we go. I got nothing today. My name is Patrick Hampton. Welcome to the Canada International Film Festival. I got 2 screenplays in here. The Rise of Kings and The Blood of Art. Both have been recognized around the circuit. I've done some really interesting stuff in my career. I started my career. I've had a camera in my hand since I could ever remember, to be honest with you. So it just naturally, I went through it. I ended up going through an injury, got into a back injury, went to film school. Just life change happened, and met my neighbor, and he's like, "Yo, come to Cleveland." And I'm like, okay, like my cousin is going to be directing a 40-hour film festival. I'm in film school. I'm like, all right, like I'll be at PA and get some experience on set. So I ended up going. When I went there, we ended up doing my first 40-hour film festival, where I realized I knew too much. We used my story concept for that movie called Waiting, and I also starred in it. Really what my start of my career was 40-hour film festival in Cleveland with Next Generation. After that, I packed up my bags, moved out to LA. I beta tested Panasonic's equipment, 3D. I've worked on presidential events. I produced events at Sundance 2012, where my first feature I ever worked on was at the festival. So I got to see my name on the big screen for the first time at Sundance. Really cool. I have a documentary coming out with Julia Avenova, where I'm one of the characters in it. That was shot in Fort McMurray. I have about 5 or 6 screenplays right now on the circuit, going around everywhere from... I'm a series writer, so anywhere from web series pilots to 30-minute pilots to 60-minute pilots, and also to features all through. Comedy, sci-fi, cop drama, you name it, I do. The trials and tribulations, when you are one of those people that built a career in the shadows and through a really high competitive industry, and I'm still really young. I'm 28 and I've been doing this for about 6 years now. My career is starting to pop off. So any really advice I can give anybody else is, if you really go and do the work, you learn the craft, but you also learn the history behind it. You become the expert. When you become the expert, you make the money. And that's really the best way to be the best. You have to know everything. You have to relate to everything. I act, I write, I direct, I DP. The only thing I don't do is lighting and grip, but I appreciate those guys for being the pack mules. Like, film is my life, and it'll always be my life. I'll be around it one way or another, or music, where I rap, I sing. I've been playing guitar, picking that up. I do folk and hip hop, where I ended up really gaining representation in building a studio in vaudeville in North Hollywood with Knox Brown, who's really got me to understand my level of artistry. So I'm blessed, to be honest with you. I've been spoiled in way too many ways in this industry that people have no idea and they're about to find. I direct. I'm actually getting ready to do to direct a stage, scene study up in Calgary. I run the Calgary Screenwriters Room, so I'm always about developing the next generation too. And this is one thing that I feel like we've lost in probably the last 10 years, is the proper development, where people aren't mentoring the right people, and the people that should be mentored are being lost in the politics. As I think I'm one of those people that can really state that, because before with The Blood of Art, I was telling people what the hell I was going to do before I even fucking did it. Excuse my French, but blatantly in high-level people, I've worked with a lot of high-level people, and I told them before I was going to do it, and then I did it, and then they lost an opportunity. And remember, it's like people always try to reach and give out and give, but you have to really respect and honor yourself and find your own self-value. And that's just where, to build that value, I ended up not stop working or researching and getting knowledge.